Can sunsets be beautiful if they're not colorful? In this era of AI, sky replacements, and filters, we've noticed the most popular sunset content is usually full of oversaturated colors that almost certainly weren't real. Is Mother Nature no longer pretty enough? As we watch this steel blue sunset with hints of pastel, we explore why sunsets lacking color are still beautiful and worth your attention. Every second you watch is a vote for more videos like this, so if you want more unfiltered, real nature, then watch this video until the end. This is Owl's Relaxation. We create scenic and relaxing videos. We hope to earn your subscription today. This video is sponsored by people like you. We'll explain later.
Well, I didn't film a walk-up intro today because there wasn't much to see, as you can see here. And throughout this shot, the only real color going on is right where the sun is setting. We do have tons of clouds today, lots of gray, dark gray. No color over there yet. Maybe starting to catch some, or have potential for color up there where it's white right now, but the sun hasn't gone down yet. There's also the tiniest hint of color above the bridge, and nothing at all on the right, but lots of potential on the right, where you see all that white right now. That could happen. So there was nothing worth walking up and seeing from the walkway, but maybe we'll get something spectacular later on. You never know. There's a big flock of birds coming through right now, which is quite different from yesterday. We didn't really see any bird activity yesterday.
If you'd like to be an Owl's insider, you need to subscribe to our email list, linked in the description below. It's the closest free thing to being our Patreon supporter.
Got a big bird flock coming through. A few hundred birds in that one, I think. Looks like mostly, I'm gonna guess white ibis, but it could be little blue herons for all I know. It's so dark out today, you can hardly tell the color of a bird. Just got a little bit more color coming through, and let me show you these upper level ones. There's actually a lot of nice clouds up there, but no color in them yet, but that's because the sun hasn't gone down. So hopefully it will turn to color. The stuff on the right, starting to get a bit of color there, right above the bridge. We've got some really nice wispy clouds up in the right side, so yeah, hopefully this turns into something cool.
Let's connect on social media. Links are in the description.
I'm enjoying the composition we've got right now with these really dark clouds kind of forming almost an X pattern from corner to corner with the glow of the sun in the middle, although we can't actually see the sun, just somewhere behind those clouds. And hoping that all these upper level ones that are bright and wispy right now will turn into color later, but you just never know. It's kind of what I love about sunsets, is not knowing what you're gonna get. But as long as you've got clouds, then something interesting can happen. So that's what I come out for. While we're waiting for something to happen with the colors, I want to show you something different tonight. We have our first piece of trash floating in the water from my time here. It was in front of me when I started, but it has shifted right over here. And I'd say that's not bad for 2.5 months in this location. And I think what it is a beer bottle, or a beer can. Which is, of course, unfortunate. But what is fortunate is getting a bit of color and some cool wispy clouds over here on the right. I actually really like that composition right there. And I think that was a big dragonfly that just flew in the middle. The other thing that's really nice that I want to point out is we are at near high tide right now, so we don't see the island poking through the water right there, though you do see some circular ripples because I think there was a fish that just surfaced right there. The other nice thing though is our Algae Situation is completely clear down here, and there's no dead fish. Now, it's the best of everything. There's nothing bad going on in the waters down here. Let's take a quick peek. There's a tiny few pieces of algae over there. The bug situation is getting increasingly bad, but of course we've seen it worse. Definitely wouldn't sit on this bench right now, but let's see how the algae's doing. Not bad at all. In fact, all the way back into the mangrove roots, there's no algae. So it seems like the hurricane did a good job of getting everything out in terms of algae. We are seeing a little bit of color there, but I really am kind of enjoying the most colors happening on the far right now. And I just kind of like the way the clouds look right here. These upper level wispy ones that are all kind of radiating out from the sunset. Yeah. I also really like the gentle ripples of high tide here, reflecting everything. It's very calming. This evening's wide-angle shot is also quite interesting. There's definitely an X pattern going on with the clouds, and it is cool how you've got the color coming through on the right. Really, as I speak, that upper level cloud is starting to get color, and really no color at all on the left half. So let's take a closer look at this color that's coming in. Right up in these upper levels, mixing dark gray and pink. That is beautiful. Nothing any higher than that at the moment, but potentially later. The color on this side has gotten a little bit softer, but has spread out a little more. It's very pastel. I'm not sure if you can hear in the background. It sounds like somebody is practicing a trumpet or perhaps a tuba, but that is the first time that I've heard that happening from here. So it makes me wonder if a school kid decided to pick up an instrument now that we are at the beginning of September. Maybe the kids have chosen instruments at school. So I sort of hope that's not going to become a regular practice session at this hour. We've got some new developments happening. Color has started to fade out of those gray wispy clouds and has started to enter the center wispy cloud. Turning pink up there. Just that one. Pretty interesting. And over here on the far left, we have a little bit of pink coming through as well. Quite a unique arrangement. Ooh, now just in that panorama, we've got more pink in the darker upper part of this right side cloud. I love the way that is swirling off to the right. That's amazing. Changing as we speak. Even more intense now in this center section and lighting up even more of the clouds. And pretty much the same over here. The bugs are actually starting to bite my hands, which makes it hard to do a steady panorama for you. I want to photograph this section now. But even this right here, with the reflection in the water, maybe just a little to the right, and a little bit more of that color. That is just like a painting. Oh, what a contrast of pastel and dark color. Amazing. Let's take a wide angle look at what is going on. Lots of color going throughout, but really I think it looks better close up at the normal lens. Right there we can really see how that contrast is coming through. We have actually now lost the upper level wispy cloud and traded it for backlighting that dark gray cloud. And over on the left, it's kind of the same as how we left it. But now we are getting this pink glow reflecting in the water, and I think it's just quite enjoyable to watch what is going on right in this zone. There's like a dark red intensity happening in a circular hole just to the left center. Quite a unique color there.
If you'd like to see us create more and better videos like this, please consider helping us with a one-time tip on PayPal, Zelle, or Venmo, or a recurring donation on Patreon. If you're the kind of person who tips a waiter a little extra for brightening your day, or buys dinner for a friend who helped you out, then why not do the same for a video creator? Even just a few dollars helps us cover expenses, hire help, upgrade equipment, and dedicate more time to improving for you. The best thing you can do is become a Patreon supporter. We have many levels to choose from, so you can be first to find out everything we're working on, contribute your ideas to future videos, or get your name in our credits. Links are in the description below, or pause this video and scan a QR code. It's people like you who keep us going, so thank you so much for your support.
We've now got some pink glow across the entire horizon and some mixing of pink, yellow, faintest of orange in between there. And really, I think my favorite part is happening somewhere in here. There's a weird kind of split half and half with dark on the left and light on the right. And if we look this way, we get like a sandwich, a pink sandwich. Almost like a tomato, a slice of tomato in a sandwich of dark clouds. Whereas if we look this way, we get like a spring pink pastel. I love the way these wispy clouds are framing the bright area.
If you're enjoying this video, please let us know with a like and subscribe. These are quick, free ways to show your appreciation and tell YouTube this video deserves more views.
For these sunsets that don't produce quite as much color as the others, I'm wondering if you still find them worth watching the video. Should I even make the videos out of these ones that turn out to be not quite as spectacular as the other ones? Let me know if you find value out of these, enjoy the peacefulness of just maybe watching the water reflect and ripple with the colors and cloud shapes. I kind of enjoy it, but I'm just wondering if you're enjoying it and if it's worth me just cutting out these ones that aren't as spectacular, or if I should keep making them even if there's no color at all, just to see what the water's doing today or what the sky is doing today. Please let me know in the comment below.
If you'd like to be notified every time we publish a new video, click the subscribed bell, then select all.
As the light starts to fade, I figured I'd give you one panorama. The color's still on the horizon. Nice texture of dark clouds there. And then just kind of the same clouds on the left. Hasn't really changed much since we got here. Overall, it's been an interesting night, but I would say below average for this location. That's how I would rate it. You gotta say, maybe there's something just calming about watching the high tide reflect. There's the occasional fish right in the light part of the water, kind of in the mid-ground. You might have noticed them earlier. Seems to be focused around where the island normally is at low tide. You might just see it break the surface and cause a circular ripple. Sometimes you do see them jump clear out of the water, but it's actually been a while since I've seen one do that. But back in June, I don't know if maybe they were just more active at certain times of the year, but it used to be almost every night you'd see at least one, maybe 3, 5 jumping out of the water pretty far, sometimes completely. We have a plane that is flying so close and so low with the tail light lit up that I can see very clearly the Virgin Airlines logo. But something about certain planes such as this one, I don't know if it comes across in camera, but it just looks to be flying so slow and so low to the ground. Whoa, there was a bat right in front of the camera. I don't know if you caught it. It's circling. Hold on. Where'd it go? Oh, I don't know if I caught it or not. It was circling right to my left. And there was a fish jumping right out of the water as well. Oh, a lot at once. The plane looks so slow and low. What I was trying to say, it looks like it should just fall out of the air, like it's not flying fast enough to actually be flying. But you might still be able to see it over the lit building on the right. Just a few miles there in the distance is the Tampa International Airport. And the bat just circled in front of the camera again, although not as close as he was before. You know, a lot of people leave sunset as soon as the sun goes down. They're there for maybe 15 minutes before it goes down, and as soon as it disappears, they leave. But I think this night is showing one of the reasons why it pays to stay after sunset. Oftentimes, the most interesting things happen after the sun goes down. There's a bat. Definitely got it that time. Okay, now someone's car alarm's going off as well. I wonder if the train set it off, actually. But sometimes you just get the most interesting things happening after the sun goes down. There's a change in the birds. There's interesting color. Maybe the fish start acting differently. Planes change patterns. The lights come on. Yeah, it's just a different ambience as soon as the sun goes down. And you just never know what you're going to get. It's definitely worth sticking around. Sometimes up to 30 minutes after the sun goes down, I find interesting things are still happening. I'll give you one last panorama. We have all the light and interest is on the right. The bridge lights sparkling in the darkness. Bugs buzzing around my head. No color left on the left. There's a bat again in front of the camera. They're very active this evening. And I also have to say, at one point when I stopped filming and stepped back, I noticed a spider ascending right above my head where I'd been standing. Like, how far did it go down close to my head before it started ascending when I stepped back? Something I don't want to think about too much. But got another plane on the way. Cop sirens in the background. It is an urban environment, so I will let you go before that plane gets any closer.
I was just walking back and noticed how cool the sky looks with the fountain and the lights. I can actually see the Roseate Spoonbill catching the light on the opposite shore, and also the 2 white Pekin ducks just above it. The Roseate Spoonbill being right on the shore, and the Pekin ducks being above it. And actually, I see the Pekin ducks are on the way to walk to their nighttime position. They are walking in that direction, their nighttime position being the grilling zone over here. They like that shore at night, and the distant shore with 2 palm trees behind the fountain, they like that during the day. And there they are. Oh, and just as I was hoping, the Roseate Spoonbill is following them towards this direction. The Roseate Spoonbill is now in the shadow between the 2 trees that is making the V shape, and it's in the shadow between.
And the Pekin ducks are on the sidewalk, two little white dots waddling along to the right of that V-shaped tree shadow. They've paused and decided maybe we won't go just yet, I think because there's a dog walker coming towards them on the sidewalk. Ooh, I just saw the Roseate Spoonbill flutter a bit. So, yep, the ducks probably are like, oh no, a dog is coming, what are we gonna do? Actually, I think it might be a few dogs. A few dog walkers after dark. It is amazing how tolerant those ducks are of the dogs, though. And the birds down on the shore don't care, because the dogs can't get down. Oh, now the ducks are going back the other direction. Now they're in between the V of the shadows of the trees, quickly walking away, like, no, no, dog is coming, dog is coming. Aw. They don't know what to do. Oh, they figure it out every night, though. It's always amazing. Meanwhile, I can see that Roseate Spoonbill is now below the entryway of the building that's lit up on the right. So it's slowly making its way around. It'll probably end up coming all the way around the shore. All the way around this shore. And then down this shore. And usually goes to somewhere around about that cluster of trees. And then goes back the other way. And so it only seems to make a half loop back and forth. And not go around the entire building for some reason. But I definitely enjoy the way the lights reflect off the water here at night. I hope you do too.
So which part was your favorite? Please let us know in the comments. Thanks again to each person who supports us, especially our angel investor Patreon supporters. Learn how to get your name in these credits at our Patreon link in the description. We recommend you watch this video next.